Is that cool? Shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites, GMS Colorado. All right, we're here to give the truth, teach the truth out of the book of the Word of the Lord. All right. First and foremost, we want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. We want to give double honors unto the elders of GMS who taught us this word. We also want to say shalom to all the Akim and fellow laborers who are out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the earth. To you brothers, we say shalom. Shalom. So, we're just going to get started. So this is Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 1, and it reads, "The hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones."
Now this valley that Ezekiel is seeing is full of bones, man. It represents being amongst the Israelites with no life. Basically, you know. Because when you look at the state of our people today, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics, you know, there's no life in you, man. You're following the ways of the heathen nations, mainly behind Esau, doing everything, you know, that he proclaims is all right to do, man. You know, being faggots, being homosexuals, you know, eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. And it's countless other things, man. Follow behind this fucking devil, man. So this is a valley that Ezekiel was saying in this chapter, man.
Down to 2, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were dry.
Very dry. When you say very dry, man, we mean spiritually dry. You know? Because look at the state of our people today, man. There's no spirit in them, man. They're out here worshiping Caesar Borgia, fucking calling on the name of Jesus Christ. You know, up in these churches, acting a fucking fool week in and week out. You know?
I just want to throw in there, man. They dry because they don't drink from that fountain, man. They don't drink from the fountain of life, man. All right, the fountain being
water, man.
The living water being the way of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Yep.
So without that, you just dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh.
And this is what we're doing week in and week out, man. This prophecy, this vision that Isaiah is seeing, I'm not Isaiah, it's like Ezekiel is seeing, man, it's coming to fruition right now. That's why you got the brothers of GMS on the highways and byways, putting up videos every day, every hour, every second, man. This is the vision that Ezekiel is seeing right here, man. When the Lord told him to prophesy unto these bones, these dry bones, to the people of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics, man. So this vision is coming to fruition, man. Thus saith the Lord. He said, go and prophesy, thus saith the Lord, and that's exactly what we do. We're not speaking our own words. We're not coming out here telling you what's on our mind. You know, we're coming out here and doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Thus saith Yahweh unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I'll stop there.
What's that breath? That breath is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the scriptures, man. That Holy Spirit, that spirit of the truth coming into you. Because without that, you stuck out here in basically the wilderness, man. Because you're listening to these other philosophies, man. You're talking about fucking Buddhism and Christianity and being a Muslim and the book of Quran or whatever that bullshit is, man. Y'all into that, and y'all ain't got no life in you. That's why you dry. That's why you spiritually dead right now.
Thus saith Salaki, and down to 6, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
Now who is that going to be, man? Not the whole nation of Israel. The elect is going to, know who Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is. Because only the elect can understand and receive this truth. Because you got 2/3, you try to break it down to a a 2/3, man. Nah, man, it's a white man's book. Ain't no such thing as God, you know. Typical shit they say. You know, but the elect, we gonna hear Yahweh Shai voice, and we gonna hearken to it, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's why we out here on the highways and byways week in and week out, because he told us, what was it, Isaiah 58:1, cry loud, spare not. You know, that's what we out here doing, week in and week out, showing our faith to Yahweh Shai, man. Out here on the line, putting our body on the line, man. A living sacrifice, man.
And that's what we do, man. We come out, we prophesy, like the brother said. This is only for the elect, man. All right, the understandings of the book are only for the elect. Can only be taught by the elect. Can only be received by the elect. So when you know, if you're a heathen or you're a 2/3, you just hear words, man. You don't hear the Lord's voice when we speak, and that's all right, because you know what? In the end game, you're gonna be forced to deal with this. You know, either death by pain, or if you live long enough to deal with them nuclear missiles, man.
Oh, and it's gonna be painful, man. It's gonna be painful, because especially for the 2/3. I mean, the heathen, man, fuck them. The 2/3 is who this is really for. You know, the heathen just they just in the way, basically. Shit.
Down to 7. You want me to continue, brother? Or do you have something? Okay. Down to 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a.
Start from the top one more time.
So I prophesied as I was commanded.
He prophesied as he was commanded, just like we're commanded to come prophesy, man. We're commanded to come out here on the highways and byways and push this truth, you know? Because how else you gonna show your faith?
I'll read it one more time. That's cool. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and I beheld the shaking. The bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, snooze, the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them, but there was no breath in them.
And they stood up, but there was no breath in them. And what, like I said before, what is that breath? The wisdom, knowledge, understanding of these scriptures, man. The breath of truth, the spirit of truth, you know? Because you can only receive the spirit of truth if you're a part of the elect.
You're like, oh.
Down to 9. Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith Yahweh, come for the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live.
What's the four winds, man? Every corner of the earth. That's the four winds. Because you have Israelites who are across the globe, man, in every nation. You know?
And this, you know, not to cut you off, just to add, you know, and this word is being prophesied at the four corners, man.
Exactly.
You know, this is being carried across the four winds. This word is being pushed out in Korean, in Russian. There's a brother in the Philippines who's pushing this word. Romania. This thing is worldwide.
It's going out, man.
You know, we our camp in particular isn't the biggest, but you got camps where they take up a whole city block, man. They got to spread out and go to different locations because they can't all get together. All right, so this isn't, you know, it's something to be played with. We're being dead serious when we're telling them this word.
Yeah, what you call it, unlawful gathering.
Yeah, they'll call it an unlawful gathering, man. But you have so many brothers together. But that's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Bringing these brothers together through the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, being able to understand the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and breathing that breath upon us, man. I'll go down to 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Now, what is this army that he's seeing? He's seeing the elect of the nation of Israel standing up on their feet in the last days, man. Because we've been in the last days since Yahweh Shai went up on the cross. You know? And now we come back to our heritage, man. We know we're the Israelites, man. Not the black Hebrew Israelites, just the Israelites, because there ain't no such thing as black or white. You know? We got the name of the Lord back. We got the name of the Messiah back. You know? We understand the scriptures more than we did before, you know? And you
that's a fearful thing, man. The heathen don't want to see the Israelites in general calling out on their God, man. Especially using that name of power.
Because that's why Esau gave you, the so-called white man gave you Jesus Christ, man.
Right.
He gave you that shit while he was busting, like, what you cross your back.
Right.
Your ass over.
Right. Right. You know, you got Cesare forced down your throat, man. Your Cesare was brought out. That's something that was forced down your throat, man. That's not the image of the Lord whatsoever, and it's hung up in churches all around the globe. Come. It is what it is. You know, these Edomites is lying, man. They've been lying for a long time. It ain't nothing new. They've been lying since they came into power.
Abomination, desolation.
Come. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, whom the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. I'm going to jump straight to the point. What you see right there in the first chapter, the revealing of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
That's like bug down there. I seen last night. Oh yeah. They got a bump cam movement.
This is Revelation 1 and 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake unto me. And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girded about the paps with a golden girdle. So he saw Yahweh Shah wearing, nothing like this, but Yahweh Shah should have fly.
Super fly.
Yeah.
Made it silk,
something,
something righteous though, Just to take that imagery, the same concept the Lord was wearing
down to the foot.
Down to the foot. Go ahead, Doc.
And girded about the paps with the golden girdle. So he had a belt on, man.
Like a giant, to put your sword in. More or less like what the UFC championship belt looked like, or WWC, whatever championship type belt.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes were a flame of fire.
And wool being the tightly wound curls of the Negroid hair, man.
Come on, man.
The wool's definition, the proper definition, should include the tightly wound curls of the Negroid hair. If you are reading any other dictionary that does not include it, it's been tampered with.
For you simple motherfuckers, nappy hair, bro.
Right.
This is, because, they ain't say, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, it doesn't say he had cornrows or dreadlocks. That's not what we saying. We're saying that he had tightly wound,
And who has that type of hair, man?
Sheep-like hair, man.
Who has that type of hair?
Jay.
Yeah, exactly. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if it were burned in a furnace. And his voice, let me go back. And his feet like unto fine brass. And what color is brass, man? Brass is a derivative of brown, man.
And look it up for yourself. You might like to do weird things. You can watch them burn brass, or simply just see what the end result of that is. It's a dark brownish color, man. Okay, when it comes out, it looks very dark and it's brown.
Because what did he might say? Oh, I don't believe he was white, but I don't believe he was black either.
Right.
He was olive color.
Right.
What the fuck is an olive color?
He was olive color. He was dark
green.
skinned.
He was green. Yeah, basically.
Okay. And like the brother said, his feet were that complexion. I've never met anyone in my life whose feet didn't match the rest of their body. Simply being said, for you simpletons. Okay? The Lord was a man of color. Period. All right? And if you really want it, that's in the New Testament, in Genesis, in Exodus, I believe chapter 3, Moses, the Lord tells Moses to reach into his bosom, put his hand inside of his garment, and when he takes his hand out, he makes a mention that his hand is leprous as snow. Okay, why make the mention in the very beginning if leprous snow, or basically being a shade of flesh, being pink or red, if that's leprosy, when you bring your hand out and all of a sudden your hand is white, you're gonna be bugged out, which Moses was.
You can't get white from white.
Okay, he was very bugged out when that happened. All right, and that's in the beginning. So you Edomites, you better start telling some truths, man. We ain't gonna let you just lie on the scriptures. Did you want me to go back to where you? Okay, Brother Khan, and I held it right here. at 11. And then this is back in Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 37, verse 11. And it reads, "Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts."
And that's exactly what you see in the so-called Negro, Native American, Hispanic community, man. There's no hope, man. It's like right now, it's desperation to try to make it, man. That's why you got the so-called Negro, Native American, Hispanic, man. All they're trying to do is make music or play ball or some shit. Right? They have no hope.
Right.
That's the only thing they can depend on right now.
Or be criminals.
That's it. That's it, man. We have no hope. They tell you to go to fucking, Esau tell you to go to college, but shit, ain't nobody. I don't know nobody in the hood who can afford college.
Let alone what comes with it. Even if you do go, man, you wind up in debt.
Yeah.
And you wind up owing Esau money just for going to their schooling system, which you ain't gonna learn anything in the first place. And then they're gonna tell you to go get this job that doesn't exist. It won't be there. And then, you know, when you're 16 or you're 18, 19 years old, you're not thinking like that. Especially Jake, man. Jake don't even really have college dreams, man.
Yeah.
The only time Jake even want to go to college is if they're going on some type of scholarship. All right. And now you got Edomites, just to make the mention, man. You got Edomites and heathens that do this because this is the custom in America, and you still at home with your parents working at the same job you was working before you went to college. You know.
Now you $75,000 in debt. Because of some bullshit ass paper.
And that's 1 year. That's $75,000 is light compared to what you can amass if you go for 4 years or more.
Yep.
All right. Just saying. There's not a lot of hope out here for Jake. And then you're speaking on that. Look at Venezuela, man. You think them people feeling hope right now? Man, you got little girls giving BJs for sandwiches, man. And I'm not saying that to be, funny, man. That's the reality of Venezuelan at the moment, man. Of our people, man.
Well, look at the fucking reservations, man. Man, they out there drinking fucking anything they can get their hands on. Right. Just get drunk, man. They try to escape.
Man, I've heard horror stories of Native Americans on our people, man, Gad and Reuben, on these reservations drinking hairspray, man, to get lifted. Drinking rubbing alcohol to get a buzz on, man. That's horrible. And while these Edomites walk around on stolen land like they own this bitch.
Like they own, yeah.
You don't. You don't own this place. None of you Edomites even belong here. You are the invaders. You've invaded every land. You're a vagabond. Everywhere that you go, death follows. Yep. Death, destruction, and despair follows you Edomites everywhere you go.
Because he's never paid for trying to destroy the Native Americans. He's never paid for slavery.
Right.
He hasn't paid for anything. He hasn't paid for fucking dropping atomic bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. He hasn't paid for that shit.
Which nobody who judges Esau, man.
Yeah, who judges the white man? But he's out here passing judgment on everybody he can, man. You see, the prison system is full of Jakes, man.
Right.
And
we ain't saying that Jake do a lot of things wrong. Jake do a lot of things to get caught up.
Because he following the ways of Esau. That's
right.
That's one of the things, man.
Come. Back to the scriptures. Down to 12. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
Now what is that going to, man? That's Yahweh Bashim Hawashah, man. He's telling us this promise that he's been with our forefathers, man, taking us back into our land. Because if you read through the scriptures, man, we were basically banned from the land, man. For going off and following the ways of the heathen, man. For becoming Gentiles and sacrificing unto idols and eating meat sacrificed on the idols. So
eating abominable foods.
Exactly.
Committing abominable acts. Killing each other, stealing each other's women, adultery. The list goes on and on and on.
Breaking every law that we were told not to break, basically. So he kicked us off the land, and now he's waking us back up to tell us, hey, y'all come back.
The worst part of it is, man, you got these sewer rats that claiming to be us in our land, man.
And can't fit not one of the prophecies, man.
Can't fit none of the prophecies, and got a IOU to do whatever wickedness they choose to do from America
and get paid for it. Basically, yeah.
Because America, I mean, they just sent them like a $225 million, just, hey, here, take this, do something with it. You know, I believe it was for their weapons of defense or some type of thing like that. That they just got $225 million, man, from America. You know what I mean?
If they were the true children of Israel, man, they'd be up under the curses. Just like the so-called Negro, Native American, and Hispanic, man. They'd be going through the same things that we're going through.
And they're not. Believe me, they're not.
One of the richest countries in the world, man.
And it's mostly off play money, man, for free.
And off the fucking slave trade, because they supplied that. They supplied the ships for the slave trade.
I read 13. 13. Back to Ezekiel 37 and 13. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land, and then ye shall see that. We'll do.
So who's gonna place us in our own land? How about Shimei Shai? He didn't say anything about getting a Balfour Declaration, man, from the British and going into that land.
Nope.
You know, he's gonna do it by his hand, not by the hands of man.
You know, and I see a lot of I actually know a brother. I'm not gonna throw his name out there, but I know a brother, man, who he's down with this truth, but he's not with GMS, and I don't believe he's following any of the other brothers who are doing this in righteousness and sincerity. The brother has a zeal for the truth, but I constantly see this brother going to the gun range. You know, he's constantly shooting, playing with Esau's toys, man. We ain't gonna get the kingdom that way.
Hell no.
You know, you're not gonna be able to beat Esau if they on game.
Basically, what they're saying is, Lord, I don't need you. Because if you're gonna pick up a gun and try to take it in your own power, you don't need the Lord, man. You don't need Yahweh Shai.
That's vanity.
And that's basically, that's
vanity.
How can the creation say, I don't need the Creator to save me? You know? Because if you understand the scripture, you know that Yahweh Shai, I mean, he was given the power to create everything you see in front of us from the Heavenly Father, but ultimately, the credit goes to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. You know? So if you out here playing with fucking picking up weapons, talking about arming yourself, got bug out bags, talking about you want to fucking build a bunker, you up here storing food up, man. The Most High, he ain't dealing with you, man. Because that's fear. That's showing fear, man. And what they say, the fearful should not inherit the kingdom, man.
That's right.
Because you have no belief.
I'll just start at the top of that one. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. And then shall ye know.
That's a cut for the Amalekites, man.
Yeah, that's a cut at them too.
That's a cut.
The Lord didn't place you people there, man.
Y'all want to know under y'all own power.
And then ye shall know that I am Yahweh, that I, Yahweh, have spoken it and performed it, saith Yahweh. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions, and then another stick, write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and the house of and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
This is exactly what this is talking about right here, man. You have the northern tribe and the southern tribe on this 12 tribes chart, man.
And down to 17. And join them one to another, one stick, and then shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of the people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these?
Oh, damn! I see myself on this on this chart.
Basically, right.
You know? And that's how most people wake up to the truth, man.
Come by real.
My first getting rid of that byword, man. You're not Negroes, you're not Hispanics, you're not Native Americans, man. You're from the 12 tribes of Israel, man, from your respective tribes, through your father's line, man, through your father's seed. You know?
From the beginning, man. From the beginning. Don't mind. I was gonna I got a set for you just real quick. You know, it's kind of long. I'm going so I'll wait on it. It's cool. Well, keep going. Down to 19. Say unto them, thus saith the Yahweh, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and I will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be mine.
And that's what
and they shall be one in mine hand.
So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because you know, what was it? Was it the second keys to Jeroboam and Rehoboam? They split the kingdom up into Judah and Israel, and we've been split ever since, man. Ever since the death of Solomon, man. We never had that cohesiveness like we had when King David and King Solomon was alive, man. And we've been split ever since. And you can look at even now when you come into the truth, man. You realize and look back on things that happened with you and other people from the tribes. You know, you're like, damn, that is why, because he Northern Kingdom, I'm Southern, you know. And plus Esau, that's what Esau pushes, man.
Right.
Fucking black against brown or whatever, man. But we the same people, man. We brothers, you know.
That's right. We the same. We're from the same forefathers, man.
Yeah. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is telling us that He's gonna bring the kingdom back together, man, as one kingdom, not to be two kingdoms again, man. It's gonna be one kingdom, man.
Slack.
You good.
I was trying to find. I want to say it's Jeremiah. I think it's 30. In here, and I'm trying to remember exactly what.
You know what? I got to read it down, man, right here. Hold on, I just looked at it and I was gonna bust this out and read on the top.
Let's see.
Lock it.
Come out.
I'm gonna, since we're on that bringing the kingdom back together, man. This is gonna be Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. So basically, man, he's gonna bring, like I said before, man, he's bringing the kingdom back together, man, as one. Even the confusion of face, man. Because like I said before, you have the Israelites scattered to the four winds of the earth, man. You got Israelites in Russia, you got Israelites in China, man, who don't know the Israelites, man. He's still in that Gentile mind state. But if it's meant for them to wake up and come back to the truth, it'll happen. You know?
Man,
you got it.
I know what it. There it is. That's what it was. I remember that. Came back. Let me grab it real quick. 50 and 33. That was what I was thinking of. Salak. I knew it was right here, man. I just had passed over it twice. Salak. And this is Jeremiah 50 and 33, and it reads, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive held them fast and refused to let them go. And still to this day, man, we're still dealing with that. The effects of us we were in captivity together. Whether you want to accept that or not, we were in captivity together in Egypt, we were in captivity together in Assyria, You know, we was and we've been in captivity together here in Great Babylon, man. Still to this day. And the enemy holds us and refuses to let us go, the same way that Pharaoh did. What's going on, brother? How you doing,
Brothers,
man?
Hebrew Israelites or Moors or what?
We are Hebrew Israelites, yeah. That's right. That's right. You are too, brother.
Yeah.
You are too.
How's your community here? I'm just new to the area. I just never seen y'all here.
Oh yeah, we be here every
But
Sunday.
I'm just new to the area.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
How's the Hebrew Israelite community here?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. There's more.
It's
We
good.
got more brothers in Denver than we do
sure.
here, but we gotta, we're down in this area. So on Sunday we come and do our thing here.
Okay.
Come.
All right then, my brother.